Well, it's a beautiful morning here, flight level 260, en route down to Sanford, Florida. Nice and smooth, near 100 knot crosswind. Got 93 knots, it was 103 when we left Roanoke. And 60 knots on the nose, so it's slow rolling down there. But while we had a minute, I figured I would show you some of the interior of the NGX, at least of the cockpit here. Hopefully your accommodations are working over there. You got a nice little stand supported by a travel bag. So if you go bobbing around, I apologize in advance.
November 881, Mike Charlie Atlantic.
We're establishing cruise, so I'm not really going to mess with
Charlie,
any handles
260
or whatnot. But here's a power lever. Big change with the VADEC being that we have a single lever.
And Center
don't have our fuel level or our override anymore.
I know you got us SJI and then the NC, but the
flaps.
NC is for the
Here's our,
landed to the east. Looks like they're landed to the west right now, so that's saying the link. You got any info on that, or you just want us to plan the NC for now? I tell you what, just fly what I sent you, and let me do some investigation. I'll let you know. All right, very good, thanks.
Show our cockpit controls here. With VADEC, we have a single lever system, no fuel controls, no overrides.
370, flight level 37, I was moved.
And our flaps handle.
370, Roger.
That's pretty much it as far as real controls, aside from steering, obviously. Here's how we interface with the system. I don't know that you can actually see the console that I'm resting on. But you put your hand here, you've got a track ball that you use with the finger down here. You've got a scroll wheel, which you use with the other finger. And then your pinky, at least when you're sitting in this seat over here, your pinky has a right button, your thumb has a left button. And with those you can interface with all the screens. So you use your right button that jumps between screens. Your left button would make a selection on said screen. And I don't know if you'll actually be able to see what I'm doing on there, but just looking around to show you that stuff. Let's see what the weather is doing at our destination. There's 305 knots, 10 miles, and 3,700 foot ceiling.
American 802 passes through flight level 182.
Overhead switches.
So far.
It looks like a lot, but there's really not too much we do in normal operations. Standby bus, 2 batteries. These are all lights. You know, and our engine start and shut down is as simple as selecting run, push and start, and when we want to turn it off, we switch it to off.
Say again? Southwest 3702, flight level 380. Southwest 3702, line of center. Should be pretty smooth for you. Roger. United 2178, they said that routing is correct.
All of this up here, that's
once you get closer, but for now that's what they want you on.
Call it autopilot controls.
Right, sounds good, we'll plan that for now, United 2178.
Heading stuff, throttle stuff, altitude stuff. On our MFD we have systems display, so our gears up, flaps are up. Here's trim indicators. Our fuel, we're currently at 1,750 pounds. Electrical system and environmental. So right now the cabin altitude is almost 7,900 feet. And again, we're flying at a little over 26,000. So it's doing a good job.
Morning Atlanta, Frontier Flight 50.
Down here is our touch control screen. In the NG model you had a physical keyboard. In this you have a touch screen that lets you jump to different things. We usually keep it on comms, so it's ready when we get a switch. Push touch screen is really neat until you're in turbulence and you need to work with this, and then it's not so easy. But everything you can do on this has some kind of backup of physical buttons, knobs.
284 X-ray, contact Jack Center 127.87.
2787, 284 X-ray.
Maintain 240. No, sir.
Pilatus 284 X-ray 260.
Number 284 X-ray, Jackson, roger. Number 1, contact Jackson on 133.45, 3345, or 306.3 with the request.
Most of your environmental stuff, these switches over here, again, I don't know if you can see that behind the control yoke. Normal operation, they're pretty much all staying on.
3242,
Oxygen on and off lever right here.
The Legion 2600 turn.
The controls and the gauges for that are behind my seat on the left side.
2600.
Finally starting to pick up a little turbulence. That means the wind is gonna let down a little bit. Alright, so that's the cockpit tour. That ought to be enough footage to test with. And hopefully I'll turn you back on as we are doing something more exciting, descent and approach.